From the 8th to the 19th of June 2015, the University of East Anglia in Norwich ran a course in Researching Gender, Concepts and Methods, aimed at social scientists engaged in CARIA, that's the Collaborative Adaptation Research Initiative in Africa and Asia. Scientists and researchers from ASAR, the Adaptation at Scale in Semi-Arid Regions project, attended. We asked them what it meant to their research.
I've always known it. I mean, gendered impacts are universal, gender differentiation is universal. But I think the fact that I'm getting to hear about these things from very different people from all across the globe, that's really interesting. And sort of relating this back to our own context is sort of expanding my perspective about the whole thing. So that's been quite interesting this far.
Okay, so in terms of the gendered impacts of climate change, then I think that there are lots of examples of how gender influences or how climate change can have differentiated impacts based on gender. So for example, in Bangladesh, women are much less likely to be able to swim, so if you're having storm surges or flooding, then women are often disproportionately affected compared to men. And maybe in East Africa or in a more semi-arid environment, then women are often required to fetch water or to go foraging, and those things are likely to be impacted by climate change. If the climate becomes more arid, then it might increase the time demands that those sorts of activities take for women, which will mean they have to do more other things in less time.
In some areas, women, particularly widowed and unmarried, will not have access, but they will have only access to land that are barren or infertile. And with short rains and then long period of drought or dry season, these women have to work hard in order to make the land fertile and then grow crops. And when the owners of this land find out that the women are doing well, the land is doing well, they come and then take it from them. And then, because so that's the issue when the culture aspect actually tend to not give the women opportunity to own land. But many of them see it as normal, and I think that they see it as normal because they don't have options.
One thing that I quite liked the discussion around challenging the dominant narrative that women are poor, women are victims, women are vulnerable. You know, it's always about looking at women from a victim kind of angle as opposed to looking at women and looking at the fact that she could be an agent, powerful agent, you know, and we tend to ignore that most times when we look at gender.
I mean, it's interesting to see how it's sort of universal, in spite of the different contexts and in spite of the different places that we all come from.